A crazy white kid shoots up a synagogue in San Diego. 1 dead, 3 wounded. Before the blood even dries, almost every major media and liberal political figure in the country was already coming out with their solutions and their problems. The problem was, we've got too many violent white supremacists in America. As a matter of fact, they're everywhere. The Washington Post said, another synagogue shooting. We need better laws to fight domestic terrorists. Do you remember Richard Marx, the pop star from the 80s? He said, he asked, can we create a fund to build a wall to protect us from white American racist, bigoted, violent assholes? A college professor up in New Brunswick says, we should name every white supremacist, name every writer, blogger, YouTuber, and politician that inspires them. Plaster their faces in public, fire them from their jobs, hound them from restaurants, expose them and those that fuel them for the hateful, pathetic wretches they are. And, of course, in Congress, head of the Black Caucus, he reminds us that there were black churches firebombed in Louisiana, 50 murdered in New Zealand, 11 killed in Pittsburgh, and white supremacy is a growing threat throughout the world. There are not very fine people on both sides. So everybody knows the drill now. Every time a white kid goes crazy, make sure you let the world know that all white people are crazy and they're all just going around killing black people whenever they can. But here's the real truth that we know from the New York Times and lots of other places. Most mass shooters are not white. Most 3/4 of mass shooters in this country are black. Thank you, New York Times. And in the 48 hours since the synagogue shooting in San Diego and the 48 hours before that, we've had 10 mass shootings, at least 10 mass shootings in this country. I'm going to show you 8 of them here. 7 of them were for sure black. And the 8th one was either black or Hispanic. Might have been both. They weren't white. Why don't we start down in Baltimore?
We begin with breaking news tonight out of West Baltimore, where 1 person is dead and 6 more injured after gunmen opened fire at a cookout.
WJZ is live at Edmondson Avenue, where the violence erupted. Let's go right now to Kelsey Kushner, who has the latest on the tragedy. Kelsey.
Well, you guys, right now you can see the scene unfolding behind me. Police have the entire intersection of North Warwick and Edmondson Ave blocked off. Now, what we know right now, a total of 7 people shot. 1 person has died. It happened on the 2500 block of Edmondson Avenue during a cookout. Now, they have the entire church here. It's the Perkins Square Baptist Church. This is blocked off, but police say that this church is in no way connected to the shooting. We do see a lot of officers out here on scene talking with some people, maybe gathering some more information out here. We are still waiting to get an update from the PIO out here. But again, 7 people shot, 1 person has died, and they are saying that this happened at a cookout here.
And we do begin with that breaking news tonight out of West Palm Beach. Here's the scene right there. 2 men dead, another fighting for his life after a shooting happening a short time ago at the Palm Grove Apartments in West Palm Beach. So far, we have confirmed 1 person is in custody while police search for others who may be on the loose. And we find CBS 12's Nyala Charles live at the apartment complex tonight. The first reporter on scene. We can see this scene here right now. We'll wait for Nyala to move into the shot. There she is. Nyala, the question right now is, do police have any idea on a motive?
Well, Paul, I can tell you right now there is no motive, but tensions here, emotions here at Palm Grove Apartments are very high at this time. You can see police are still here investigating where they've been for hours. And as they do that, many family members here coping with the loss of 2 men tonight. The walk up to the crime scene at Palm Grove Apartments in West Palm Beach full of emotions as people learn the news that a family member or friend is now dead. Police say around 8 this evening, 3 men were shot in the parking lot. 2 are dead and another is fighting for his life in the hospital. As officers did their best to keep the crime scene intact, emotions began boiling over, many tears mixed with anger.
This is ridiculous. This is the same neighborhood it keep getting shot at. Why they wear security? Why is there no enforcement?
This time taking a father's life.
We just lost a strong black man named Bernard who had a daughter to be here for.
West Palm Beach police say they caught one of the suspects after a chase from the scene. But the people who live here tell us that's little consolation, since nothing will bring back the 2 lives taken in an instant.
I'm sick of it.
4 men are in the hospital after a disturbance at a West Side apartment complex led to a shooting. Corpus Christi police say the shooting happened around 3 this morning over on Sunrise Avenue near Port. After responding to a disturbance call, they found 4 men had been shot, 2 of them with some pretty serious injuries.
4 people are recovering tonight after a shooting in Jackson. Police say it happened around 4 a.m. on Homewild Street. According to the Jackson Citizen Patriot, 3 victims were able to take themselves to Henry Ford Allegiance Health. The 4th victim was taken by ambulance from their home. They were a few blocks away from where the shooting happened. All 4 are stable and the incident is under investigation.
Let's go to breaking news in Cypress Park. A shooting investigation now underway at San Fernando Road and Merced Streets.
KCAL 9's Lori Perez is live with the latest information. Lori, what do we know?
Well, LAFD, the Los Angeles Fire Department, just recently confirmed to me that there were 5 people shot in this area at about 7:15 tonight. 1 person is in critical condition. 2, they say, were transported in serious condition, and 2 more in non-life-threatening injuries, all of them shot. It happened again in the area of San Fernando and Merced Streets here in Cypress Park. Initially, there were some reports that the shooting had happened on the bus, but that has been clarified. We now understand from a police officer that the bus is here because a few people who were seen fleeing the scene actually got onto that bus. It is unclear whether those people were part of the shooting or if they were just perhaps afraid and trying to get away.
Down in Little Rock, Arkansas, we got 3 people shot. Down in Northwest Atlanta, 3 more people shot. And the shootings down in the hood are now so common. Oh, they were down in Ensley. This one had 4 people shot. And the shootings in the hood are now so common, I can't even figure out where this one is from. Only thing I know is that it happened after the shooting in San Diego.
Oh, I'm out on the ground recording. Oh, I'm out. Oh, I'm out on the ground recording. Oh, I'm out on the ground recording. Jump me down. Save me, Lord. Boy, you hear them bitches, boy. My mama, you can hear them bitches. Them bitches coming out past with nigga ass. Good Lord. Man, Tony just walked down there too. God. Oh, I'm back down. They still buzzing. Oh, they still buzzing. He fell in the van. Who fell in the van? He got him. Oh, 12. 12. Oh, they pulling out. They ready. Oh. Where you going? They stop, man. They fought. It's over with. They done. Hold on, he's through. It's over with. Oh, they gonna gun him down. I'm telling you, they gonna gun him down. You might well get him. See, Tony fucked up, man. I'm done, man. Man, they just shot this bitch up, man. What's on it? Down now. The police gonna get 2 cops down that bitch. Damn, they done shot this bitch up, man. Where my homeboy at? You wasn't finna go nowhere, man. He hopped in that van. Who hopped in that? Ray Sean, he's stupid. Boy, then 12 got a nigga in the van right here. Stop, nigga shot. Nigga running with the stick. Oh, shit. Man, we got 12 down here with the van. 12 got everything going on down here, man. I'm lit. Nigga hit? The burger? Nigga hit? Damn, then we got a nigga here across the street. Stop playing. Twelve. Set that nigga down right there, man. Next to the red car on the ground.
Down in Washington, D.C. over the last day or so, they have a bookstore down there named Politics and Prose, I think it's called. It's kind of a popular spot for the Book of the Month crowd. Anyway, this guy, I saw this on MSNBC this morning. The guy was doing his book tour on MSNBC. They showed a video of him. And while he was in the middle of talking about his book, which is about whiteness and how white people are screwing up the world, especially America, especially white men, especially with their violence, had a bunch of kids, white kids come in. They're about 20, 21 years old. They all came in. They kind of marched in all together. They kind of took over the meeting, and they stood up and said, "This land is our land." Then they said that for a while. Then they left.
Please, sir, I want some more.
All the hosts and all the chattering classes, they all agreed it was amazing those kids didn't pull out guns and just shoot everybody. So welcome to the bizarro world where white violence is a thing. Welcome to the bizarro world where white people are stalking black people all over the country, all over the world. Welcome to the bizarro world that we ignore the black mob violence, the black mass shooters, wildly out of proportion, and then blame it all on white people, and everybody believes it as if it is true, only because that's the best way not to make the black kids angry.